Grand Rising, it's Shalonda. Welcome back. So, yeah, I was just sitting here thinking, right? All right. I had watched, okay, I don't know what it is. I've been so tired. I've just been sitting on this damn couch and taking in whatever. Like, usually I'd be watching the news and stuff like that. But I don't know. I just seen something on the news that triggered something, made me want to do a video, and I'm probably not, okay? But I don't know, I guess I'm learning the difference of like talking about everything or just internalizing things. But it's so funny because I be paying attention to patterns, right? So it's something about like this energy about this Libra, right? So with this Libra, like I can tell the people that play in my energy, right? So in my little notebook, whenever I see that somebody's playing in my energy or whatever it would be, you know what I'm saying? Or I feel like these is one of the people that spy or whatever they do, one of those Queen of Cups, then, I write them in my little book to block them out of my energy, right? So, or bind or block them out of my energy. And so, I was sitting here and I ended up, a video from a YouTuber came on or whatever. And she was talking about this energy or whatever. And I felt like it resonated with whatever was going on today. So, when she said Libra, right? Cause like this is the thing, somebody that don't know, like you don't know all your enemies or all the shady people around you or who they trying to come at or what they trying to do, who they trying to get between you and what masculine or whatever. It's just, and I don't really even be having time to worry about it. It's not until I feel like one of these masculines is in danger or one of these people is like don't have right intentions when it's dealing with one of them. All right. I guess that's just the energy of, like I said, that segment energy. So, and they always sneaking, so it don't even matter. Like they gotta sneak around me, okay? And that's the thing, the difference between me and these other feminines. They pillow talk with these feminines. They share their secrets with these feminines. For me, I'm the odd man out every motherfucking time. It don't matter what it is. I don't get direct contact with these people. Not physical. There's little intuitive things that I feel like they throw in my visuals. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like I pick up on. And I feel like it's just somebody that might feel bad or they just like fucking with me because they know that I'm not like tapped in like them. That I'm like an outsider, that I have to work extra fucking hard for everything that I'm able to see. Okay? For whatever blocking or blinding or, binding fucking thing that these people have done. All right? So I just noticed that, she was talking about this one chick, and I feel like this chick been in competition with me, right? But I don't, like I said, I can't see these women. I can't see the way that they see. My seeing comes from like somewhere in the back. It's like somebody tried to block off my subconscious, and there's something way in the back in the deep, maybe reptilian energy that, you know what I'm saying, that kind of salvages pieces of it for me to put it back together. So lately I've been having a lot more dreams. And then I notice things when these people say, oh, you're going to have a lot more dreams. I don't like that shit because I feel like you connected to one of these masculines. You connected to my energy. I don't like the fucking fact that people do that. So I'm sitting here, like I said, I've been overly excessively sleeping for the past couple days. And I feel like there's this whole energy of people trying to project this pregnant shit. And I feel like I bet, I'll be damned because I ain't been with nobody in months. You hear me? Almost a damn year. Okay? For real. All right? So I'm just thinking like, why would somebody be saying, what the fuck would that really mean? You know what I'm saying? It's been times when, it's been times when it's just like, wow. Like, yeah, I probably, I'm probably neglecting that part of my life or whatever, and maybe like tempted, but it's just never really, come into completion, right? And so I'm just like, and it's been hard lately. I feel like somebody been messing. It's like, and this is what I don't like. Like I said, it's funny. This girl been gone for 3 days, and now there's a heightened sense of sexuality that's coming up here. Okay, a lot of threatening energy about me leaving my house. Like it's just like I can't, like I don't like to talk about all the ways that I'm able to see or all the things that I pick up through my feed, shit that come before my eyes or in the back of my mind or whatever in my mind's eye throughout the day. So, like I said, and then waking up, I started to check my doors again, and I noticed that my door has been unlocked, like the bottom lock or whatever be unlocked when I wake up. So I'm feeling like it has to do with some kind of conservatorship or some kind of secret something over something here. Because like whatever these people do is like a pet peeve-ish kind of thing. Like the remote control to my my controller, okay, my remote controller, okay. So it's like a pet peeve, like a uh one day I was watching TV or whatever, and I know where I keep my stuff or whatever, and I come back and the damn thing is gone, and I can't find the damn thing all day. And I feel like somebody was trying to stop me from watching stuff. They wanted to stop me from being able to see stuff, or maybe somebody was trying to see if I see, I don't know. I feel like this the weird energy. So there's been also a lot of like, hours going by with people leaving the house randomly and supposed to be going places. And I feel like this energy, I sense her energy somewhere in, within the vicinity. I sense her because I feel like this has to do with a lot of childhood energy here. Okay. And now, the Taurus, he goes to work back that way where we used to live and shit like that. And so I feel like there's something or whatever. It's just something weird that's going on. Okay. So again, I try not to ask too much or whatever, because I'm adjusting to, you know what I'm saying, what's probably about to happen here once I'm able to, make a move. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's this push somebody out to nothing. Like I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? But because I feel like whatever attacks spiritually or astral attacks or whatever people could be trying to do to me, if I'm not here, I've been feeling pretty much protected in this house, in this area. Okay. Up until, recently, possibly with the projected energy, kind of making you think like people have been like, I don't know. It feels like somebody trying to push a younger crowd of masculines into my energy, especially at night. So it got me waking up early, and like 2:00 in the morning. I don't even really want to go back to sleep because of the projected energy. Okay. So like I said, it's just like, I feel like that's a project. So could that be like womb magic or some kind of work or something being done to make me feel this way, to make me feel, or again, was this somebody like, because I noticed that this person hadn't been I noticed what she was talking about on her last video, right? And then I noticed she hadn't been on for 3 days. Okay. And so then I'm like, okay, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Could somebody be in a dark room or with a motherfucker, doing all kind of work or whatever? And then again, it's like kind of like these masculines that I did trust or that I looked to, or, you know what I'm saying, that I communicated with at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? It feels like they are being like, they're turning away. Okay. And so when that happens, that let me know that it's another feminine, like it's kind of like you can smell the stench of someone else, and then it's like this game we got to play where I'm like, writing in my journal, like I know who the fuck, but it's really at the end of the day, it don't really like, because whatever these females want, I don't know, besides my masculine shit is the only thing, you know what I'm saying, that we have in common. So I feel like, I caught this person watching on a computer doing a tarot reading one time and looking on the screen. And it was something that was very specific to what was going on in my house that day. Okay. So I'm thinking, how the fuck is that unique? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like whatever this is, these masculines can turn up the faucet and turn down the faucet only to try to make me look bad. And I feel like there's somebody out there that just be like, y'all be on some bogus shit amongst them. But at the same time, like I said, why am I all of a sudden so drained? And then it makes me think about, again, the whole meat suit energy or the whole vassal energy or this whole trickster energy or people tapping into other people's mental, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed also the change in the masculine within the house, trying to be shady, trying to like, embarrass me, just in case somebody's listening or watching, I'm gonna act real harsh with you. I'm gonna act real shitty with you. You know what I'm saying? It's either that or, you know what I'm saying, whatever's going on behind the scenes. Like, it's always just me. It's always me that have to figure out the fucking thing, where these people I feel co-inspire and work behind the fucking scenes. And then I feel like they look at me and they think like lazy or whatever it is, but I feel like whatever this is a conductor of something within me. I learn how to block that out. Once I see who these people are, I kind of go into what they're talking about just so I can maybe catch them saying something. And they've all been caught saying something very, obvious, that you watching me, or that like I said, it ain't that much fucking psychic in the world. You see what I'm saying? And I could see like sweat. I could see these feminine sweat. But at some point in time, like I said, I feel like one of these masculines, he may be a hard worker and he expects somebody to be a hard worker. But you know me, you knew me. You've been already, you know what I'm saying, in my energy for about 2 fucking years right now. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying? It's just that. I don't feel like I have to prove to nobody. Like, you give me an opportunity to do something, or you give me my papers or my packet so I can know what the fuck you expecting from me. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you saying figure it out yourself. But I feel like whatever the fuck is going on, they make sure to get in contact with these females. They make sure that they have direct communication with these females. They make sure that these females get direct messages. They make sure that this shit goes this way. So why everything got to be so fucking choppy and everything with me? And I'm sitting here You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some of these other feminines have children too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting here also with a child here, and then also having all this misdirected energy that comes towards me from all these females that know who I am because they've been watching me and they want something that I fucking probably have. And then again, I can't see none of them. You see what I'm saying? That's fucked up, because that means that you trying to tell me that the Holy One of Israel don't have the right to protect her fucking self from these feminines. And these are the people that know that they're probably going for some kind of position. You know what I'm saying? All the fuck I know is that I'm supposed to be doing something in this world to make a fucking change. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter what it is, but I know that by this point I should have already been hooked up with some people or linked up with some people. You know what I'm saying? That and especially with all these people hovering around, it would be different if they weren't. You see what I'm saying? It would be different if they weren't all in my fucking energy. Because again, I'm somebody that's very empathic, and there's something else about me that I really, you know what I'm saying? I can be around people and I can be like the talk of the, I could be like I used to be like the class clown, or the one that, can, make up a good conversation at a party or something like that. Like the life of the party kind of fucking energy. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I can also be very reserved, and I can also go within, you know what I'm saying? Because I had to learn how to do that. And I feel like a lot of that is like giving me the task the way that they do, that I had to work the way that I do to find out or get what I need to get, is to drain me. So then also when I'm drained, then it's almost like to the point where I can't even operate, clearly, because I feel like nobody should be left alone, you know what I'm saying, to do whatever the fuck they doing and not be able to have people around and not be able to have any type of direction or assistance. And that's all I feel. Do I feel maybe some of these people are better at, something that they do, projecting, astral projecting, or communicating on different levels or whatever? Maybe they are. But again, I just use what I got to get what I can. You know what I'm saying? And when I ain't got what I ain't got, then I use whatever this fuck is there. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. It's just like the little pet peeve things. Like, are people conducting people to do things like little, like I told y'all, it's maybe little shit, but it just bothers me. I don't like nobody touching my stuff. And it's just like this thing, like now I got to sit here and figure out, you know what I'm saying? This fucking cutter that I have is like $150 cutter. So again, now that I'm at, the point where I am, it's just like I'm stopping on journals right now because I need that particular cutter. And ain't nobody got that to just go drop on a fucking cutter right now. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just those little things that people know exactly what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I got like 10 packages of beads. They didn't take the beads, but they took the container that got all my fucking findings in it. And if you make jewelry, you know what I'm saying? So it's little pet peeve things that been happening around here lately or throughout this whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's just irritating. It's almost like, and it's just these things. And I know it just sounds so repetitive, but I feel like it's frustrating. And I feel like whatever these people wanted me to do, they want me to just like go bananas about some stuff, or they want me to just give up or whatever. And it's just not going to be happening. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do because it's just something that's just, I don't within me. And sometimes I feel bad about myself, or that I'm sitting here doing this like a worker, like something like this. But I feel like somebody knows that even if it's not some kind of payment, that, somebody know that something they did, was real messed up. I feel like that's what it is. Okay. And nobody want to really admit to it. And again, it just don't matter, because no matter what the outside world, society, what the group or the collective, whatever it's saying, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to change how I feel within. I done seen many, many hard times. And I feel like it got something to do with that crown that's on that lion's head. I do. But I feel like this strong arm, something about this strong arm and this weak. I feel like, matter of fact, it made me think about fascism, okay? But also, it made me think, like I said, this is the same symbol here that's on my French provincial furniture here on my table, on the end caps of my table. It's like the same type of kind of bunch of that wheat or whatever. I mean, and this also was at the bottom of the foot of the empress. So it kind of makes me wonder, who is this strong arm? You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is the only motherfucking thing I got. You ain't even got a body attached to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a strong arm. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, because like when we always talk about the Empress card, what I see with my eyes is like weak, but also if I look at it from a certain angle, I see like people, like angry people, like a crowd of people or whatever. And I feel like that's what it's been lately. I feel like that's what it's been. And I feel like there's been just like a amping up lately the past couple of days, like somebody turning up the heat. Somebody turning up the heat when it comes to a sensual or a lustful nature, okay? Also at the same time promoting or pushing in that energy of this new crowd of young masculines that I'm like, wait a fucking minute. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then we also have, and I feel like this is also like almost that peak or that something to keep me away from the Taurus, that to make sure me and this Taurus don't fix things or heal things. And it's almost like, well, what I feel the energy is to keep me away from that person, but not even knowing that the two masculine energies that you're closest to are the ones that you deal with have already been taken. So once those are taken, and then your Taurus here, your special Taurus that's here, you see what I'm saying, that you've been with for so long, supposedly. Once that person is gone, then you'll be out on your ass and you ain't gonna have nothing. And I feel like that's the low down dirty shit that I sense. Somebody needs to see me on my ass. Even I feel like there's an offering of energy of somebody maybe offering or calling somebody a gold digger, but I feel like this is reverse psychology, or this is people that actually are, and they look at me that way because, like I said, dealing with the energies the way I do, there's several opportunities that I feel have been presented to me that if it was just about that, it would have been a wrap already. A lot of other females would have been already, you know what I'm saying, taking on whatever the fuck it was, dipping off, going whatever, doing what they was doing. And for me, although I feel like I feel like whatever could be whatever, as long as I'm honest about what I'm about to do and say what I'm about to do at this point in time, rather there's still a contract or a license or whatever on a relationship. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm, honest about what I'm doing, it is what it is. Because I feel like this is like a magical time. You don't get it back. But there's another thing here, okay? That I feel like, like I said, when it's coming to like a kind of maybe a common law marriage or just the regular marriage, that somebody, there's something secret going on in the background, or somebody's planning to do something secretive, is what I feel. Or something secretive had already been done a long time ago to hide the fact of a marriage or something like that, or a union. And sometimes I feel like this, not just like I feel like maybe, the tourist may be, either telepathically or some other way linked with these other individuals. And then sometimes I'm like, nah, I can't see that, but he'd be good as hell for, hiding this or whatever for me for this long. So why is everybody so like, why is this energy about like, you got to leave that person? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's almost like a whole bunch of, I'll tell you what it is. It's like in the background, it'd be like these are energies or whatever that maybe deal with that vassal, right? And they need that vassal, right? This is outside of the fact of the twin flame. This is just dealing with other energies in general. Maybe they want that body, okay? And since you not giving, you know what I'm saying? You on strike or whatever, or you not doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get another feminine energy in here. So could these entities, grab onto someone, you know what I'm saying, that's like maybe not a non-believer or something like that, and then like occupy that body. Yeah, because I feel like throughout this time, everything was fine. You know what I'm saying? About a year ago or whatever, everything was fine, whatever. But I feel like about 8 months ago, maybe 9 months ago, could be, that I started feeling pressure from these energies as to you better fucking not. Or it's almost like a preservation of like a higher energy or God, like, no, you're still mine, or you're mine, And so again, that made me more restricted in the marriage. That's something to think about too. That's something like when it came to intimacy, and also some certain dreams that felt like really strange and real that kind of had me on reserve a little bit, So questioning, trying to feel out what this is. This is new, something new that I'm seeing here. And it's just like, yeah. Mm. Yeah, so that made me, and then, that caused a rift. But then I was talking to, somebody about this, and they said the same thing about when their grandma or their mother or whatever had kind of like the same situation, that the father didn't like her reading the Bible and didn't like her communication or her connection with God or whatever. And it would get them in fights or whatever, especially when he was like chilling or had spirits or whatever, drinking or something. And, they seen that kind of behavior or whatever, that somebody didn't like their faith or whatever. So it's kind of like something that I feel like whatever this is something that's generational here. Okay. But then again, like I said, that causes rifts other places. So it's just a balancing act. It's like picking up on what that is. Cause you may be about to lose, and it's not like your footing, because like, I can't genuinely be with somebody that I don't really love or care for. It's just the way that the love is operating, that can make you think, is this it? You know what I'm saying? It hadn't come up until this tumultuous time for the past 2 years to even rethink what the fuck was going on here. It just wasn't a thing. We just lived like a whatever kind of life or whatever. And I feel like this has also been something that somebody wanted to put on display as well, to try to make it seem like, oh yeah, to family and friends, yeah, y'all thought because they did this and they had this and they got this house and everything that they, but I want to show everybody that it's not that perfect. But it's like, of course not. If there's spell work and all this other shit and this, awakening or this or whatever going on, of course not. Of course, if somebody's going through a time when they're being drained or whatever, there's going to be times, what I'm saying, like, where stuff is not going to be done or done on time or whatever. Of course, especially if you're dealing with, a situation where the people that you're working with or working for on the spirit realm or on this realm or whatever are not being clear to you about anything. You kind of got to figure this shit. You got to pull on that energy is to feel what's happening here. What does somebody expect? Damn. Like what? You want me just to pull this shit out of thin air? And I guess that is what it is about. But at the same time, it's just like, I feel like there should have been some more mentoring going on. I feel like earthly parents really, everybody's earthly parents is probably different, okay? Or overseers or whatever are different. And I think that there's some that are, want their children to learn and grow and see and teach them different things. And then there's some that's like, figure it out yourself. I'm busy. And then there's some, what I'm saying, that, might throw little obstacles or whatever, or throw shade at you because they may feel like, oh, this one got a little bit of something that I ain't never seen before. And sometimes somebody don't want you to like outshine them, or it may be even the people that work for them that see you outshining them, and somebody is looking at you like the apple of their eye. And so they like low key hating when it comes to like messenger energy. So I don't know, but I feel like that's just weird to me. It's almost like one of these masculines is trying to hide another secret marriage or relationship or whatever. And it's just like, I just don't got time. Like that's what I'm saying. I can't afford that, because it's just never been the, like, oh, a female is coming around, I'm jealous. No. If I'm filling out something, or if it's something phony, or if this person is coming against me, it's almost like that energy, like there should have no other God against me. So if you all up in my energy and whatever over here, you know what I'm saying, then what the hell? Because I don't feel like it's receptive. It's like a support system knowing that you there, but at the same time, it's just like, what you doing? You playing favoritism with everybody else that come in and treat me some kind of way, like some side motherfucker that just gonna be sitting up on the shelf like a doll or something. And I just think I didn't like that. Okay. But I knew also that one of these masculines was a trickster, and that's what he liked to do, to try to get under my skin or make me jealous or whatever. But it's just never been, like I said, people gonna have to work together in the community or in some kind of whatever. So it ain't never been about that. But it's like, wait a minute though. It's almost like the queen, like, hold the fuck on. And I think that somebody didn't like that. So they maybe pick somebody else that may be a little bit more, that might be able to be a little bit more subdued or something like this. But again, they would be getting perks that I don't get. You see what I'm saying? That would allow them to say, okay, I'll do that. And that's the thing. It was just like rough play with me the whole fucking time. And then also like disappearing acts, like to try to trigger some abandonment issues or something. But like I'm just like a master of like not letting that get to me, because again, the way that I was raised, I guess. I don't know. But I feel like whatever this is slowing down or it's over or whatever it is, and it's cool with me. Like again, as long as I'm going, and I feel like that's the thing. Always trying to, make sure I don't step on one of these landmines or whatever. I just feel I felt, and even this morning I just felt really really frustrated. I'm like, how you gonna like block me like that? You know what I'm saying? I feel like, views is going up. I feel like I can sense the grip like releasing, like I told y'all, from my platforms. But at the same time, it's like at perfect timing, right? It's perfect timing for it. And it's just like, ugh. Like, I don't understand how some of these masculines can't see after all this time of spending time with these feminines or whatever. The ones that's playing them and the ones that ain't. And again, it's an unfair advantage, because if somebody else has some type of other kind of communication with somebody, you know what I'm saying, then of course that person is going to seem like, or of course they're going to be fulfilled, or they're not going to have to feel some kind of way about their communication or their connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, compared to a bitch that you come visit and she, you know what I'm saying, you come and tap into her energy and she just at the crib all the time doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or what you would think is nothing, right? Or again, she knows that y'all, like, somebody's messing with her businesses, and so it messes with her motivation and things like that a little bit to, keep really putting in the work on her, because she know ain't nobody seeing it. So what the fuck for? You see what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden the grips come off and now orders are coming in, and it's just like, okay, but it's some deadline. So now all in the tarot community is like some cycle is closed. Well, of course, all of a sudden you just let my shit back on. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you do that in the first place? Like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? That's like doing like a dating game or something like that and putting people in comparison, but one person get to go out on dates and go do this with this masculine, and then the other person don't get nothing really from this person but to be watched. Like, what type of shit is that? And again, somebody may be being exploited or something like that in some kind of way without them knowing, and then the other person, you don't have cameras all up in their house watching them so everybody can ridicule and crack on them and see their downfalls and see their, their bad side. Okay, or maybe that person is preserved for only a small group of higher ups to watch, but you will defile this other person, like the actual empress that you need to get rid of. Do you see what I'm saying? The actual one that has ranking or can sit next to you or side by side with you and still have the same fucking type of ranking. But you allow these bitches to go in and do foul shit and leak things when it comes to that person. So again, I see very well that, people got, and then you got the soothsayers and stuff like that. And I can know when they hiding something. I know when they hiding something. And most of the time is when they amp up what I feel, the energy around me. And now all of a sudden I feel like whatever it is, somebody them walked away. They keep on extending their hand out, playing around like they want something further, but it ain't nothing but the same games and antics and stuff from before. Okay. Like I said, that don't end up nowhere at the end. Okay. And that's just it. And I feel like I don't like that, because it's to make strong women, you know what I'm saying, that actually, you know what I'm saying, carry a lot of different gifts in a lot of different places, right? It make them seem like they being difficult. And that's not the case. Or jealous, and that's not the case. But if I feel like there's unfair treatment and it's going towards me, then I'm going to say something about it at the end of the day. And that's just it. And I feel like, again, some of these outside groups, I feel like they just like doing shit that's wrong. And you know what I'm saying? They don't want me to see those things that they be doing, because I be just calling shit out how it is. And I don't be using no filter. And I'm not playing around with what terms we use. And I'm just saying how the fuck it is. Sometimes somebody can be a little bit too real. So again, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't feel like we all been running the same race. And that's it. And I feel like if you didn't think, and this somebody that probably just feel like they didn't think that I had what it took in the first place was the reason why they just gave, like, I don't know. But I'm just thinking like, yeah. They feel like there should have been some more outward growth or something like this. This is like one of them, you know what I'm saying, power driver. But again, when you're not getting any type of results, like you're working, I was working on onesies and building up onesies, put them in a shop, and no sales was coming in. And I knew. It's just like the thing, like, y'all don't see, you don't know that I see, you don't see that, you think that, but I think some of these people do know that I see what y'all doing to my shit. But I kept on going. And then again, slowly but surely, it's like, man, I know that these designs is nice. You know what I'm saying? These is different and everything like this. You know what I'm saying? What is going on? And so again, I might get a little distracted and just go back into my meditation work or go back within myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit I got to go, like, I feel like I go in my dreams and I go in the ether and just, you know what I'm saying, get some type of treatment there, because people always end up, doing some kind of bogus things, whatever, out here on the 3D, and I feel like, so the ancestors been, I feel, guiding me or, training me for something. Shit, it almost feel like a triathlon in my damn dreams. Lately, there's just been a lot of action, and I could kind of see myself like communing with a motherfucker in the dream, like, like, or somebody saying, do this, now run over here, or do that, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And then I wake up, and most times, it's the, whatever it is missing or it's gone. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even have a time, like the Sandman just dusted away, and I don't really have time to, remember. And it's just like, like I said about my little thing that was taken away from me. I feel like my little message, my special little message that made me so happy. And I feel like somebody just took it away. They just did that. And that's why I feel like this whole thing has been like, somebody just want to take the happiness, like, away right there. So I'm like, I'm feeling good and everything, but then there's this feeling in deep in my gut, like, something ain't right here. Somebody trying to leave you, you know what I'm saying, even though you celibate, somebody trying to leave you barefoot and pregnant. And I'm wondering, like, is this higher ups of some type of being stepping in here? I don't know, because I'm not too crazy about it, because I feel like there's been twisted energy coming in as if who it is, and all these messages like, oh, somebody's not going to know who to find. It's all this fucking kind of energy. And I'm just thinking like I feel like I am, throughout these DNA lines, I feel like there is something about some of our lines, right? And I feel like, the ones that are more something, I don't know, you're more susceptible for people being able to misuse. Like, again, some of my grandparents had like 16, 18 children and things like that. And so, and I know there's a lot of us here, so I feel like that's what they would rather that branch or whatever be, to continue to populate instead of going into a position of power. And I feel like there's a reason for that too, because these are people that are going to be fair and balanced, that are pretty much decent people or good people, but they've been, especially on that side of the family, a lot of people like stuck around close to home, close to mama, you know what I'm saying? And, just live that type of life or whatever. But then there's also half of the family that went off and turned to entrepreneurs, builders, architects. I mean, not architects, but engineers and stuff like that. So, but the women, were pretty much good with children or whatever. So I feel like somebody's trying to force me into the children arena. And it's just like, no. Y'all, you see me bumming around here because finances or whatever. And because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, chill on doing anything. Because, like I said, since everything, the break or whatever, or like this little, time, it don't even feel comfortable to be asking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's like you in school, whatever, you hear all the people saying the little stuff about what you wear, how you look, are you bummy, dusty, whatever like that. And it's just like, okay, whatever. But, like the whole thing is like, I know that they being sponsored by somebody on the outside. And if the same thing was happening over here, You know what I'm saying? It had already been a motherfucking rap. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like if I let you speak first, then nobody ain't gonna have shit else to say. And that's just what it is. And I feel like whatever. It's just whatever. Somebody got a hold on the motherfucker and that's just it, I feel. And deep down inside, the person still care, but I feel like something, like somebody got tired of waiting, or I annoyed somebody, or the way I work, somebody don't like my ethic. And so they got pissed off. And I feel like if there's anything, I feel like one of these masculines is like a workaholic or something like that. And so he respects somebody that do the same. But I feel like, I am a workaholic. I work all day, 24 hours a day, my mind going. You see what I'm saying? But it's just a different type. It's a different type. And I'm more like a freelance or freestyle type of person anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like you need me to do something, then I put my whole everything into it. You know what I'm saying? Until I get it done. But like right now, it just seemed like I'm focusing more on that kind of healing something or manifesting from within. If I can't be doing nothing else, or if I ain't got the funds to do or travel or do all this other shit, and I don't have the people to meet up with or whatever, or collaborate, that it don't feel like these people trying to leave me somewhere for they can kind of like, you know what I'm saying, end me or something like that, then, you know what I'm saying? There's times when I did feel like it was supposed to be like a fun time, but I think that was a long time ago. Now it's just like how can we get rid of this bitch? I feel like sometimes that's what people be thinking. Like she just think too something of herself or something, tired of this bitch. And that's just what I feel. If any of these people ever want to know what I really feel at this point. Or let's just give her to the game. Like she don't want to do this. She don't want to do that. She don't want to lay on her back. She don't want to do this. But at the same time, like I said, I feel like nothing is ever solid with these individuals. Nothing has ever been solid. So what? Like nobody can just do everything by themselves. Like I have to fucking do. So I do definitely feel like somebody, has left the building in whatever way. And I hope it's not like a real death or something like that. And that's another thing. I feel like I've been connected to people that, did have a soft spot or maybe had some type of, I don't know, message or something for me to be delivered or something like this. And I never got it. I feel like, I've lost people that I feel like I've since been in my energy that I really cared about, or, a connection I really cared about, and, had to like mourn that or whatever. And then, I feel like I said, it was always going to be this time. I think I did this video like a year and a half ago. I feel like something was going to happen to somebody past, present, or future. And there was going to be a group of women that would not let me know or make sure that I didn't know for whatever selfish reasons. But the reason that hurt me and had this one, I used to be crying all the time during the damn thing. Okay. During this growth. And I was just thinking like, if I could have just been helping somebody or there for somebody or to nurse them or to, talk to them or whatever. Like this is somebody that because I felt like this in the beginning, like this is somebody that move some stuff around to come around here, you know what I'm saying, communicate with me. So fuck everything else. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that opened up like a different way for me to, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. And it was just like, forget what anybody's saying, like I would like to be there for that person or something like this. I want to say that the energy even was kind of letting me know that they don't have that much time here. And so that's all I wanted, like it's like goofy stuff, like, just like a hug or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like at that point in time, like, because I knew that there's a possibility that I could meet these people maybe like one day in the 3D. But like I said, I felt like that something happened with somebody and three or four women decided not to. And they knew that this person may have been important. And they decided not to even let it come past my mind. Not even like, even if I could be there in the 3D, but not even let it cross my mind. You see what I'm saying? Usually I can get whiff of it. Like, ooh, what was that? Who was that? Hold on. But I feel like something happened and I didn't even get that. Or I could be picking up on somebody else's energy that's close to me, that something happened to them and this possibly happened to them where they couldn't say goodbye. Because that's another thing, like I noticed that I pick up on too. So, I don't know, I'm just talking. And I'm just talking. I like to do like these little breakthrough things just to, I don't know, for people that like, yeah, probably go through or went through some of this like this or whatever, and you maybe didn't know what to do or what to think or whatever, just to make it like a more comfortable thing. Because y'all know that my pet peeve is this whole mental illness shit that people be trying to kick on somebody because they have gifts, you know. And so I guess this is for me to bring awareness to it, which is dangerous to me, because plenty of times I feel like somebody's trying to do this so that they can have some type of level up over my child, you know, like even with this whole thing when we're dealing with more of a possession energy amongst the house, where I can sense these individuals coming into my children's energy, all this, you know, it's like, especially with my youngest daughter, she'll go into these fits where she'll be like, oh mom, oh look at this, or you stink, or this, you know. It's just like she would just say like really rude things and keep repeating them, you know. And then I'll go to readings or whatever, and then I notice that these people are saying the same thing, but it's like a time when it probably wasn't even really actually what's the case. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because I remember this with my other daughter too. But, you know, it's kind of like somebody knows somebody's listening. So it's a way to humiliate somebody, like a humiliation ritual or some shit. Or she'll be like, that's ugly, or you wear ugly clothes, or this. And I'm just thinking, where is this going? And it'll go on for like 30 minutes to an hour. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking like, man, you got to go somewhere and sit down, because I see what you own or whatever. And it's the same thing I feel they do with the masculine. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make me feel bad about being rejected, you know, because I feel like whatever I went through, maybe a dark night of the soul or whatever, this Kundalini rising, whatever it was for the first year, I was really distant from everybody, but it was also everybody was attacking me in the household, you know, and saying things and doing things. And it was just like me against the whole household and plus the world. And I had to hold that shit down. And then I noticed that it went into being not the whole household, but at least two of the children, and then the masculine here. Okay. And then I noticed he went through a short, brief, same thing that I went through. And they all pulled behind him and coddled. And I know that's daddy's girl energy, right? And coddled him and actually attacked me, you know, about it or whatever. And I'm just thinking, well, you know, can we all look back to when I went through this for a whole year and a half, and there was nobody that even took 1 second to say anything supportive or any type of, you know what I'm saying, backing me up from whatever was going on where he was spewing at me, you know. But it didn't matter, because I knew that whatever it is, my light bothers these entities that are playing around in my family's energy. So it's like that just made me a lot stronger even too. I'm telling y'all, it was a beast. It was a beast. And I feel like, just like in that book, The Spring, it was a beast. And I feel like my thing is, I appreciate whoever extended something out at that time. And I know who it was. And this is why he'll always have like a special part. It was, my mind was going a million miles per hour, boy. It was like either a dump or somebody taking out a lot of information out of my mind, out of my crown or whatever. But it was going on for like 2 days. And I said, I can't take it. And I heard his voice say, done. And the shit was just gone. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So it's like those things. It's like those things. So I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So again, I feel like whatever it is, I feel like somebody playing in the background talking about, oh, just wait on me. You know, this the way it got to go right now. And I'm just like, I'm, you know, like whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, feelings been hurt. Okay, just healing process. Okay. Because I already knew this already. And that's what I'm saying about preparing. And then there's another part that this person, like, it's like a hold, like he just like, please don't believe what I'm saying or whatever. I don't really mean it, but like,